Welcome to Future Brain Tech. Today, we dive into the epic cinematic battles of giant machines fighting for our world's survival. Deep beneath the Pacific Ocean, a mysterious dimensional breach opens, unleashing terrifying monsters known as Kaiju upon our fragile human civilization. To fight monsters, we created monsters of our own. Humanity united to build massive robotic warriors called Jaegers to defend Earth. These towering mechanical titans require two pilots whose minds are linked together in a neural bridge to share the immense mental strain. The war raged on for years, with humanity slowly gaining the upper hand against the relentless monstrous invaders from the dark depths. But tragedy struck when our brave protagonist lost his beloved brother during a brutal battle against a highly evolved Category 3 Kaiju. The devastating loss left him shattered, forcing him to abandon the Jaeger program and wander the world in deep grief and isolation. Without their best pilot, the defense forces struggled as the Kaiju attacks became much more frequent and significantly more destructive over time. World leaders defunded the Jaeger program, building massive coastal walls that proved completely useless against the relentless and terrifying monstrous alien threats. Desperate times called for desperate measures. The Resistance commander gathered the remaining functional Jaegers for one final, extremely dangerous mission underwater. Our retired hero returned to the fold, paired with a brilliant but traumatized rookie to pilot an older, powerful nuclear mechanical titan. Together, they had to overcome their deeply buried personal demons to achieve a perfectly synchronized neural handshake inside the giant machine's cockpit. They deployed devastating weapons, including a chain sword designed to slice through thick monster armor without spilling any toxic blue alien blood. As they descended into the dark oceanic abyss, they were ambushed by the Nebula Warlord, a terrifying new beast of unprecedented size. The Nebula Warlord possessed biological EMP capabilities, instantly disabling the modern digital Jaegers and leaving only our hero's analog machine fully operational. A fierce underwater brawl erupted. The analog Jaeger unleashed heavy plasma fire, illuminating the dark ocean depths with brilliant explosive blue flashes. Suddenly, the Iron Tyrant Rex emerged from the rift, an armored monstrosity crushing the underwater terrain with its massive heavy spiked tail. Facing two alpha predators, the pilots pushed their neural load to the limit, executing brilliant combat maneuvers never seen in human history. With a final desperate strike, they ignited their reactor core, sacrificing their beloved machine to seal the dimensional breach and save humanity. The world celebrated their epic victory. Cities were slowly rebuilt from the ashes, and a fragile era of global peace finally began. Humanity knew peace might not last. They established a global defense force, training a young generation of brave, skilled robotic combat pilots. 10 years later, rogue elements began constructing illegal, unregistered mechs in secret, threatening the stability of the recovering nations across the globe. Among these creations was Draxian Prime, a heavily armored rogue machine equipped with stolen military tech and devastating black market plasma weapons. Our new protagonist, a rebellious former pilot turned scavenger, accidentally stumbled upon a massive underground facility manufacturing these highly dangerous rogue machines. He was quickly apprehended by authorities and given a stark choice: face prison or help train the new Cadet Pilot Academy recruits. Reluctantly, he accepted the teaching role, clashing immediately with a strict, disciplined partner who strongly disapproved of his reckless and unpredictable training methods. The young cadets were inexperienced but full of raw potential, eager to prove themselves worthy of piloting the magnificent new generation machines. Suddenly, a massive drone program was introduced by a powerful tech corporation, promising to replace human pilots entirely with remote robotic combat units. These sleek white drones were deployed globally, but a hidden, sinister code inside their programming waited for the perfect moment to strike. Without warning, the drones were corrupted by an alien intelligence, transforming instantly into monstrous biomechanical hybrids that began destroying major human cities. The corrupted machines targeted the defense headquarters, launching a devastating surprise attack that crippled the primary human resistance command and control base. Amidst the blazing ruins, our rebellious hero and his strict partner synchronized their minds, taking control of the last functional combat machine. They fought valiantly against the corrupted drones, using advanced gravity slings to hurl debris and clear a path through the burning streets. The alien intelligence revealed its true goal, securing the Omega Core X, a powerful ancient energy source buried deep beneath the surface. If the corrupted machines breached the Omega Core X, the resulting explosion would ignite the atmosphere, wiping out all life on Earth. The cadets stepped up, piloting experimental prototype mechs into the fray to support their instructors in the ultimate battle for human survival. A colossal monster, formed by merging 3 corrupted beasts, emerged from the smoke, towering over the brave but heavily outgunned human heroes. The giant monster unleashed devastating kinetic energy blasts, tearing through the armor of the prototype mechs and sending them crashing into buildings. Realizing conventional weapons were useless, the heroes executed a daring orbital drop maneuver, using re-entry heat to supercharge their main plasma blade. They slammed into the giant monster with meteor force, obliterating the deadly beast and successfully securing the highly unstable Omega Core X. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, another fierce mechanical war raged. The heroic resistance was slowly losing their home planet to the evil Decepticons. A brave scout named Orion Blaze, affectionately known as Bai, was sent to Earth to establish a secret base for the survivors. Upon entering Earth's atmosphere, Bai was immediately ambushed by a ruthless Decepticon tracker, resulting in a brutal and highly destructive crash landing. Severely damaged and losing his memory core, Bai desperately scanned a nearby classic yellow Volkswagen Beetle, adopting its form before powering down. Months later, a rebellious teenage girl named Charlie discovered the dusty yellow car hidden under a tarp in a local coastal junkyard. Seeking independence and healing from her father's death, Charlie worked tirelessly to repair the completely broken engine of the classic yellow car. To her absolute shock, the car suddenly transformed inside her garage, revealing a terrified giant robotic alien hiding in the dark shadows. Realizing the giant machine was completely harmless and scared, Charlie gently approached him, forming an instant, heartwarming bond of friendship and trust. She affectionately named him Bai, teaching him to communicate using various songs and audio clips broadcasted perfectly through his internal radio system. Together, they shared beautiful moments of joy, driving along the sunny California coastline and temporarily forgetting the heavy burdens of their pasts. However, their peaceful existence was shattered when 2 highly advanced Decepticon hunters finally tracked Bai's energy signature to the quiet coastal town. The evil hunters manipulated the human military, convincing them that Bai was a dangerous criminal attempting to conquer and destroy their planet. A massive military strike force captured Bai, subjecting him to brutal interrogations while Charlie watched helplessly from a hidden vantage point nearby. During the cruel torture, a hidden holographic message from the resistance leader was accidentally triggered, revealing Bai's true, noble mission to Earth. The Decepticons realized the strategic importance of Earth's communication towers and immediately plotted to summon their massive, destructive army to conquer humanity. They left Bai for dead and hijacked a nearby industrial signal tower, initiating a deep space transmission to call their dark fleet. Refusing to give up on her beloved friend, Charlie bravely infiltrated the guarded military base, using heavy power cables to revive Bai's systems. With his memory finally restored, Bai transformed into his powerful combat mode, determined to stop the evil transmission and protect his friends. A spectacular nighttime battle erupted at the industrial tower, with Bai utilizing incredible agility to outmaneuver the larger, heavily armed Decepticon hunters. He engaged in fierce melee combat, delivering precise strikes and utilizing the surrounding heavy machinery to level the extremely unbalanced playing field. Meanwhile, Charlie fearlessly scaled the towering metal structure, risking her life to manually disconnect the primary power source of the alien transmitter. The first Decepticon hunter transformed into a sleek fighter jet, raining down a barrage of explosive missiles upon the struggling Yellow Warrior. Bai narrowly dodged the deadly explosions, using a massive chain to grapple the jet in midair and violently slam it into the dirt. The second hunter viciously attacked from behind, severely damaging Bai's vocal processor and leaving him unable to speak in his natural voice. Despite the agonizing pain, Bai channeled his inner strength, unleashing a devastating hidden arm cannon that completely obliterated the final robotic enemy. High above, Charlie successfully pulled the massive override switch, permanently cutting the power and stopping the terrifying deep space invasion signal forever. The military forces arrived as the dust settled, witnessing the bravery of the yellow robot and realizing he was a true protector. Knowing Bai had to continue his vital mission, Charlie tearfully drove him to a cliff overlooking the beautiful iconic Golden Gate Bridge. They shared a deeply emotional farewell, acknowledging that their brief but profound friendship had forever changed both of their lonely, wandering souls. Bai finally scanned a sleek new sports car, transforming into his iconic modern vehicle mode before driving off to find his commander. As Bai sped down the highway, he received an encrypted transmission warning of a new combined threat emerging from the dark cosmos. The alien Kaiju creators had formed a sinister alliance with the remaining rogue Decepticon forces hiding in the dark outer solar system. They planned to construct a massive portal generator to merge their terrifying universes and completely conquer Earth with an unstoppable hybrid army. Humanity quickly realized that traditional Jaegers and single Autobots were not enough to stop this unprecedented, world-ending cosmic mechanical and biological invasion. A secret coalition formed, bringing together the brilliant minds of the Jaeger program and the highly advanced alien technology of the Autobots. Deep inside a hidden volcanic base, human engineers and robotic aliens worked tirelessly to construct the ultimate weapon of mass planetary defense. They built the Omega Sentinel, a colossal machine combining the raw power of a Jaeger with the sentient spark of Autobot technology. This magnificent titan stood over 500 feet tall, gleaming with indestructible cybernetic armor and glowing with brilliant, pulsing blue plasma energy. To pilot this machine, a human pilot had to mentally link directly with a Cybertronian mind. A highly dangerous and untested mental fusion. Our brave rebellious pilot stepped forward, syncing his mind with Bai's advanced consciousness in a blinding flash of pure, synchronized neural energy. The hybrid army launched their massive assault, dropping terrifying mechanized kaiju from orbit directly into the heart of the world's largest cities. The sky burned red as the Omega Sentinel deployed, shaking the Earth with every massive, thunderous footstep it took towards the enemy. A mechanized Category 5 monster charged forward, firing dark matter lasers from its metallic jaws that melted surrounding skyscrapers into liquid glass. The Omega Sentinel raised its massive energy shield, absorbing the devastating blast before charging forward with a super-fast, rocket-powered mechanical dash. With perfect synchronization, human and Autobot minds executed a flawless combination strike, severing the monster's heavily armored head with a plasma blade. Suddenly, the massive portal generator activated in the upper atmosphere, tearing a gaping, swirling hole in the fabric of space and time. A colossal Decepticon warship, the size of a small moon, began slowly descending through the glowing rift, casting a terrifying dark shadow. Knowing Earth's defenses would be vaporized, the Omega Sentinel activated its experimental flight thrusters and flew directly towards the massive glowing space portal. Dodging heavy plasma artillery shells, the giant hero breached the warship hull, fighting its way into the main central alien energy reactor. Inside, they faced the Supreme Warlord, a terrifying fusion of Decepticon and monster biology, wielding a massive, violently crackling dark energy weapon. An epic duel ensued. The Omega Sentinel used its combined agility and raw power to parry the devastating, brutal heavy enemy strikes. In a moment of brilliance, the pilot intentionally overloaded their plasma sword, creating a massive, blinding explosion of pure radiant blue energy. The blast destroyed the Supreme Warlord and triggered a catastrophic chain reaction within the massive warship's highly unstable dark matter core reactor. the Omega Sentinel narrowly escaped the exploding vessel, plummeting back to Earth like a glorious burning meteor as the portal collapsed forever. Humanity and Autobots cheered as the giant machine safely landed in the ocean, marking the ultimate epic victory for two united species. They knew the universe was vast and full of dangers, but together, they were finally ready to face whatever the future held. Thank you for watching this epic journey on Future Brain Tech. Subscribe for more incredible science fiction stories and amazing cinematic adventures.